successful is kind of like real estate. It's all about location, location, location. You've got to have a good environment for the bees. When I'm working with somebody who's about to get some bees, I actually have a document that I send them, and it's all about the location for the hives. For example, make sure it's in a sunny spot, particularly here in this part of the country, the small hive beetles. I prefer to have a sunny spot rather than shade. Make sure you have access to water. Make sure you're kind of out of sight. Your friends and neighbors may not care for it. And with the problems we have of people stealing hives, I really encourage people to make sure they've got the right environment, the right location. The right environment also talks a little bit about plants. Now, the honeybee will fly out 2.5 to 3 miles to find what it wants. So it's not necessary to have a bunch of plants in your yard and they're going to come to. It certainly doesn't hurt anything, but understand that it's not one of the critical things. A thing that is critical is water. You've got to have access for those bees. The bees have to have access to water. Water doesn't have to be crystal clean. It can actually be kind of murky and muddy. They actually prefer that because they get minerals from it. Then you come to the equipment side of it. I recommend getting some of the best types of hives and equipment that you can. If you're going to invest the money in this, go ahead and do it right. When it comes to the type of bee suit you have, there's certainly what I call the economy suits. I do not recommend them. What you will find is, well, for me anyway, I like a suit that will protect me from bees. You will have days that the bees are just the friendliest, gentlest little creatures you've ever seen, and other days that they're very aggressive and you will have bees all over you and trying to sting you. So get a good suit. Being successful in beekeeping is also learning. The bees know what to do. They've evolved over 25 million years and they know how to do it, when to do it, and how to do it. You're learning. You still need to learn. You need to work at understanding all you can about bees. You've got to have patience with beekeeping. It takes a considerable amount of time for the bees to build up to a good size population within the hive to where they're producing honey. I tell first-year beekeepers, do not expect to extract any honey your first year. It takes you, if you get overly aggressive in extracting honey, you're going to lose your hive. So to be successful in beekeeping, have a good location, have good equipment, have water, and be patient.